Alright guys, and welcome back to the Little Lawn Gaming channel. Today we have the 2026 season of F1 My Team career mode. As you can see, Red Bull will be going into the season with the better car, but last season that didn't mean much as Max Verstappen reigned supreme in the Mercedes. Will he reign supreme again? Will Lewis Hamilton still be in a Mercedes seat? Let's find out. Let's go through the driver changes. So, Jehan Daruvula was dropped by Williams, and that made for the massive move of Lewis Hamilton from Mercedes to Williams. His form definitely dropped off last season, hence why he ended up moving, and replacing him at Mercedes was Charles Leclerc of Ferrari. What a massive move that is. Leclerc and Max Verstappen in the same team, and his seat was then taken up by Daniel Ricciardo at Ferrari, which then left a seat going at McLaren, which went to Fernando Alonso, and Latifi took Fernando Alonso's seat at Alpine, and Williams then got Jack Aitken in as the backup driver to Lewis Hamilton. And with all those changes in place, we headed to Bahrain, where the reigning champion Max Verstappen came out on top. His new teammate Charles Leclerc second, Pierre Gasly rounding off the podium, Perez fourth, Norris fifth, Alonso sixth, Tsunoda seventh, Oilot 8th, Latifi picking up points in his Alpine in his first race, and Vettel rounded off the points. And in the second race weekend of the season, Charles Leclerc gets the best of his teammate in Imola. He wins the race, Verstappen second, Gasly third, Vettel fourth, Tsunoda fifth, Perez sixth, Ricciardo seventh, Norris eighth, Oilot ninth, Latifi once again in the points in 10th. And in Portugal, Red Bull have shown Mercedes aren't going to have it all their way. A 1-2 Oilot with the victory, Perez second, Max Verstappen third, Leclerc fourth, Vettel fifth, Gasly sixth, Tsunoda seventh, Ricciardo eighth, Alonso in ninth, and Ocon rounding off the points in 10th. But on race weekend 4 in Spain, Mercedes back to winning ways. Max Verstappen on the top step, Charles Leclerc second, Vettel third, Gasly fourth, Perez fifth, Oilot sixth, Norris seventh, Alonso 8th, Stroll 9th, and Tsunoda 10th. And in Monaco, he's done it again. Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc second in his home Grand Prix. Vettel rounding off the podium. Gasly 4th, Alonso 5th, Ricciardo 6th, Norris 7th, Oilot struggling once again down in 8th, Tsunoda 9th, and Sainz picking up a point for Alfa Romeo in 10th. And after 5 races, Max Verstappen leads the Drivers' Championship 15 points ahead of teammate Charles Leclerc, who's in second. Pierre Gasly once again having a very good season in third. Vettel 4th, Perez 5th, Oilot 6th, Norris is in 7th, Alonso just behind his teammate in 8th, Tsunoda's in 9th, and Ricciardo in his first season in Ferrari is struggling, only the 18 points so far. And in the Constructors, Mercedes already with a massive lead at the top, 110 points ahead of Red Bull. AlphaTauri are third, just 3 points behind their sister team. Ferrari on 72, not far behind either, and McLaren are on 51. Alpine, Aston Martin and Alfa Romeo just having a handful of points each. And so heading into race weekend 6, Max Verstappen extends his lead at the top with a victory over Charles Leclerc in second, Pierre Gasly third, Sergio Perez fourth, Yuki Tsunoda fifth, and a really good weekend for AlphaTauri. Fernando Alonso is 6th, Oilot 7th, Norris 8th, Stroll picking up some points in 9th, and Vettel rounded off the points in 10th. And Max Verstappen keeps up the insane form with another victory in Canada. Lando Norris doing really well in McLaren in second, Charles Leclerc third, Pierre Gasly 4th, Callum Oilot 5th, Tsunoda 6th, Alonso 7th, Stroll 8th, Vettel in 9th, and Ferrari with a very bad weekend as Ricciardo came 10th. And in France, finally, Charles Leclerc gets back on the top step of the podium as he beats Max Verstappen, who comes second, Norris third, Perez 4th, Alonso 5th, Vettel 6th, Gasly 7th, Oilot once again struggling in that Red Bull in 8th, Tsunoda 9th, and Ricciardo once again with just that final point in 10th. And the hunt to catch Max Verstappen continues as Charles Leclerc wins in Austria, Verstappen second, Norris third, Gasly 4th, Alonso 5th, Perez 6th, Vettel 7th, Ricciardo having a good weekend in comparison to recent ones in 8th, Oilot 9th, and Ocon getting that final point for Alpine. And in Britain, Max Verstappen fights back with a victory. Pierre Gasly second, Charles Leclerc third, Lando Norris fourth, Callum Oilot up in fifth, Fernando Alonso sixth, Tsunoda seventh, Ricciardo eighth, Vettel 9th, and Stroll rounding off the points in 10th. And in the final race before the mid-season break, Charles Leclerc does fight back and beat Max Verstappen in Hungary. Sergio Perez 3rd, Sebastian Vettel 4th, Callum Ilott 5th, Pierre Gasly 6th, Ricciardo 7th, Lando Norris 8th, Tsunoda 9th, and Alonso down in 10th. And that means at the midway point in the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen leads Charles Leclerc by 19 points. Pierre Gasly is in 3rd. Sergio Perez 4th, Lando Norris 5th, all very tight now between these next few drivers. Callum Ilott in 6th, Sebastian Vettel 7th, Alonso's in 8th. Then it's Tsunoda 9th, Ricciardo all the way down in 10th. Very disappointing for the Ferrari, just 34 points halfway through the season. And Stroll has 10 points, Latifi 3, Ocon 2, and Sainz has 1. And in the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes well in control, 267 points ahead of AlphaTauri in 2nd, who are just ahead of their sister team Red Bull, who are in 3rd, McLaren 4th, Ferrari 5th, Aston Martin have 10 points in 6th, Alpine in 7th, and Alfa Romeo just a single point in 8th. And back after a little break, Charles Leclerc wins in Belgium. Pierre Gasly 2nd, Max Verstappen 3rd, Sergio Perez 4th, Ilott 5th, Tsunoda 6th, Ocon 7th, Alonso 8th, Norris 9th, and Ricciardo disappointingly 10th. And Charles Leclerc has stopped the party in the Netherlands as Max Verstappen fails to win his home Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc 1st, Verstappen 2nd, Perez 3rd, Gasly 4th, Vettel 5th, Ilott 6th, Alonso 7th, Ocon 8th, Stroll 9th, and Ricciardo 10th. And the mid-season break really has put Charles Leclerc on fire as he wins in Italy. Lando Norris 2nd, Max Verstappen 3rd, Pierre Gasly 4th, Alonso 5th, Perez 6th, Vettel 7th, Ocon once again in the points in 8th, Latifi 9th, and Ilott 10th. And Charles Leclerc makes it 4 from 4 after the mid-season break. Pierre Gasly 2nd in Russia, Perez 3rd, Norris 4th, Ricciardo 5th, Max Verstappen all the way down in 6th, Ilott 7th, Tsunoda 8th, Stroll 9th, and Vettel 10th. And after this fantastic start to the second half of the season, Charles Leclerc has taken the lead in the Drivers' Championship. He's 25 points ahead of Max Verstappen in 2nd, Gasly 3rd, Perez 4th, Norris 5th, Ilott 6th, Vettel 7th, Alonso 8th, Yuki Tsunoda is 9th, and there's Daniel Ricciardo in 10th with 46 points, and then it's Ocon, Stroll, Latifi, and Sainz. And in the Constructors, Mercedes just extending their lead, 350 points now ahead of AlphaTauri, who are only 4 points ahead of their sister team Red Bull, who are 3rd, McLaren 4th, and Ferrari really have dropped off the pace a little bit now in 5th. Alpine with 21 points in 6th, Aston Martin with 14 in 7th, and Alfa Romeo still with the single point in 8th. And as we went to Singapore, Max Verstappen fights back with a victory. Charles Leclerc 2nd, Norris 3rd, Vettel 4th, Perez 5th, Ricciardo up in 6th, Ilott 7th, Sainz 8th, Fernando Alonso 9th, and Esteban Ocon got the final point in 10th. And continuing on the Asian leg of the season in Japan, Charles Leclerc fights back with a victory. Max Verstappen 2nd, Callum Ilott rounding off the podium in 3rd, Yuki Tsunoda 4th, Esteban Ocon all the way up in 5th, fantastic drive from him, Vettel 6th, Perez 7th, Alonso 8th, Ricciardo 9th, and Norris rounds off the points in 10th. And as we travel to Austin, Charles Leclerc reigns supreme and tightens his grip on what will be his 2nd Formula 1 World Championship. Pierre Gasly came 2nd, Verstappen 3rd, Sebastian Vettel 4th, Ricciardo up in 5th, a fantastic race for Ferrari, Norris 6th, Tsunoda 7th, Perez 8th, Alonso 9th, and Ocon gets another point in 10th. And with the short trip to Mexico, Charles Leclerc keeps his form as he wins. Sergio Perez coming 2nd in his home Grand Prix, Verstappen 3rd, Tsunoda 4th, Gasly 5th, Norris 6th, Ilott 7th, Ricciardo 8th, Alonso 9th, and Vettel finished 10th. And in Brazil, Charles Leclerc has won again. Max Verstappen 2nd, Pierre Gasly 3rd, Lando Norris 4th, Sergio Perez 5th, Sebastian Vettel 6th, Alonso 7th, Ilott all the way down in 8th, Ocon and Latifi picking up more points for Alpine in 9th and 10th. And as we head into the final 3 races, Charles Leclerc has a commanding 55-point lead over Max Verstappen in the Drivers' Championship. Pierre Gasly is 3rd, Sergio Perez 4th, Norris 5th, Vettel 6th, Ilott 7th, Alonso 8th, Tsunoda 9th. Ricciardo has 70 points in 10th. Ocon, really good season, 30 points in the Alpine. Stroll has 14 in the Aston Martin. Latifi has 6 in the Alpine. And Sainz has 5 for Alfa Romeo. And in the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes already had it pretty much wrapped up as it was. They are 487 points ahead of second place, which is now Red Bull, who are 2 points ahead of their sister team, Alpha Tauri. McLaren are comfortably in 4th. Ferrari comfortably in 5th. Alpine on 36 points in 6th. Aston Martin at 14 in 7th. And Alfa Romeo have 5 in 8th. Next up, we went down under, where Max Verstappen starts to decrease Charles Leclerc's lead with a victory. He needs more point gain than this, though. It's only 8 for him. Oilot rounding off the podium in 3rd. Norris 4th. Pierre Gasly 5th. Tsunoda 6th. Vettel 7th. Ricciardo 8th. Ocon more points for the Alpine in 9th. And Alonso got the final point in 10th. And in the penultimate race of the season, Max Verstappen wins in Jeddah. Norris 2nd, Gasly 3rd, Leclerc all the way down in 4th, Perez 5th, Ricciardo 6th, Latifi with a fantastic drive for Alpine in 7th, Alonso in 8th, Vettel 9th, and Stroll picking up another point for Aston Martin in 10th. And not for the first time in this series, Pierre Gasly wins in Abu Dhabi. Daniel Ricciardo 2nd, Max Verstappen ran off the podium in 3rd, Norris 4th, Perez 5th, Leclerc down in 6th, Vettel 7th, Oilot 8th, Tsunoda 9th, and Stroll in 10th. And therefore, Charles Leclerc is the Drivers' Champion, winning it by 27 points from Max Verstappen. Pierre Gasly finished 3rd. In the end, Norris actually pipped Perez to 4th, Oilot 6th, Vettel 7th, Alonso 8th, Tsunoda 9th, Ricciardo down in 10th, 100 points for him, Ocon in 11th, Stroll 12th, Latifi 13th, and Sainz with 5 points in 14th. And not that we didn't already know, but Mercedes have won the Constructors' Championship, 533 points ahead of Alpha Tauri, who did beat sister team Red Bull in the end to 2nd place. McLaren finishing 4th, Ferrari 5th, Alpine 44 points, that's a decent haul, Aston Martin 7th, Alfa Romeo with 5 points in 8th, and Haas and Williams finished with nothing. So there you have it, Mercedes win again. Charles Leclerc beats Max Verstappen in the same car. Will they both be as strong in the 2027 season? Who knows? That final race once again does say Pierre Gasly is destined for a title at some point. Will it happen? We're going to have to wait and find out. If you're enjoying the series, please do drop this video a like, give us a subscribe. It really does help me out. And I'll catch you guys later.